Alright, chat, hello. I'll say again, welcome everybody to the stream today. We're at the gaming section, and today we're going to play Adios, where I am a pig farmer. So let's go tend to some pigs, shall we? Haha. New game. Here I am out on my farmhouse porch, just swinging at my chair, well attached to the ceiling, securely. Open up my journal. Tell him I'm done. Alright, chat, let's go tell him I'm done. Morning there.
I can't do this anymore.
What?
This.
What, mornings?
No. All of this.
Nah, I can't do mornings either, but that's aside from the
What do you mean?
point.
You need better pay, different hours?
No, nothing like that. I'm just...
Hang on, the volume's rather low.
You know, done with this.
Look at it. I hate pig farming now.
Okay. You wanna...
So you have giant burritos in here? Meat?
Yeah, sure.
Here you go.
Well,
So,
fine. We'll help him one more time here, I guess. I
done,
pick up...
Yep.
This looks like a
You
burrito,
understand what that
honestly.
means, right?
Yeah, I do.
I
Ah,
don't think
there we
you
go.
do.
I do.
There's two for
And
you,
still
pigs.
think you can quit.
Yeah, it's a free country.
This isn't that kind of
Oh.
job.
I know. But,
Look, that they're waiting in line.
All the
That
same,
second pig, he's ready to eat
I
that.
am done.
Nothing I can do to change your mind.
I'm afraid not.
I'm set on this goal.
Well, let's go get some coffee. Talk things over. Come on.
Well, I do like some coffee. Very well. Let's head inside. Why am I feeding them meat? You know, we gotta take care of the meat, too. Meat from backseaters. That could be it.
Smells delicious as always.
Sadie was the real cook.
I mean, all I did
Hey,
was
don't sell
scramble a
yourself
fucking
short.
egg. It's not
much that's better
exactly
than your
rocket
home-cooked eggs.
science.
Hope you don't mind. I left out the bell peppers this time.
I'm out. Forgot to run to the
Can't stand 'em.
grocery store.
Put jalapenos in them once. Never again.
Hate
I don't know.
jalapenos.
That might be
Too
tasty.
spicy.
Well, if you say so.
Ah,
Not to
they're
change
not
the
something
subject,
for
but
me, that's for certain.
How long we been doing this for, you think?
15 years, just about.
Long time feeding the meat to the
Summer
pigs.
of '78. Why'd we meet? What was it?
Bill was sick.
He was prone to
And you
getting
couldn't
sick,
afford
but
a
it had
doctor.
hadn't gotten sick like that before.
No, we could not.
So you
Having my
needed
first
help.
omelet? No, these are just scrambled
You
eggs,
were
not the
gods.
case.
Well, here's what I remember. I had a problem that night, and Jimmy was trying to help me solve that problem when who should come in through that door but you?
Yep, I remember that.
Jimmy was always bragging about connections back home. I thought he could help.
Jimmy knew we could help each other, so he called up Tony. We agreed, made a deal. We all agreed. Ugh.
Should have gotten a
Anyone ever
better
tell
end
you
of the
you're no good at
bargain,
making
though.
coffee?
Asked for some more on my side. Also, man, some good egg. Just scooped it all up onto my fork, get a real big bite on it. Delicious. And you know, Sadie, she was constantly complaining at me about my coffee. She always made it in my stead because I was so bad at it, but gone now. So there's only me left to make it.
Sadie did. All the time.
Thought you'd have got it better by now.
Well, Sadie made the coffee. I made the bacon.
Always
It's good
such
bacon.
good bacon.
You know, when I was a kid, I thought pigs were all pink with curly tails.
Yorkshires
A
are.
stereotype.
Mine a red wattle. American breed. Not a lot of them out there, you know.
That's so.
Mm-hmm. Always thought it'd be nice, you know, to raise pigs that was different. I had some Yorkies way back. Must have been, I don't know, before the service.
Long time ago.
I'm an old man.
You and me both. So why the Waddles? Funny name.
That's why
Like
I got
said,
him, actually.
American breed. Nearly went extinct. Thought I'd do my part to keep them alive. And it tastes good.
You aren't wrong. You know, the other day, I was reading the paper.
Look at you, an intellectual.
Reading the paper, that's only for
Maybe,
smart people,
maybe.
you weirdo.
Anyways, I read that pigs were as smart as us. You believe that?
Hang on, I have to feed him. Give him a little airplane. Eee, here it comes. Woo, 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 woo. Open wide. Oh, delicious. Sorry, you're going
You,
somewhere with this?
Going somewhere with this?
Nah, just thinking about my food.
What's there to think
Feed
about?
the baby.
Nothing, I suppose.
Pat him on the head.
Just never thought about it before. Do you think the pigs know
Know what?
that they're food?
Oh, pigs don't think like that.
How do you know?
'Cause I know pigs. Pigs ain't like us.
Pigs
Sure,
ain't
they're
like
smart.
us.
They
They're better
eat,
than
they
us.
sleep, but they do not plan. They don't think about the future.
And I suppose you do?
Every man does.
I think
Saying
I'm
you
just
don't?
about finished
Come
up
on.
here.
You always have to think
What do you
about the
say
future.
what do you say I accompany you today?
What? You want to go working out on the farm? In your businessman suit? I don't know if that's such a good idea.
How do you reckon?
Well, my visits are always so short.
Ugh.
Figured I could help you out with some
Can't
chores.
reach his eggs.
Maybe figure out what's going
Damn.
on with your little sports truck in the garage.
As long as you're okay with shoveling manure first. What about your sidekick?
Protege. When I retire, he'll be the man you'll be dealing with.
No,
Good
it's
guy.
not. I'm
Smart.
getting out of it,
Straight.
remember?
Ambitious.
Like you, I guess. But, listen. I told you already. I'm quitting.
I wish I could
see.
steal his coffee, too. Alright, it's time to show him what it's like out in the farm. Are you ready for some farm work? Chet, here we go. Here's my house. We'll go ahead and start here. I've got a nice little lamp out on the outside. Can open up, and here's my home. Oh, I've got a letter, but it's just a bunch of junk mail, eh? See, you can tell it's junk mail because you can't read anything on it. It's basically another language. Pretty much just trash. Candle on the table. My nice china all out. Honestly, I always hated that pattern. Around the edges like that. I've considered selling them so I could get something more exciting. Fridge? Oh. It seems like it's been a little while since I've gone out to restock. This is why I couldn't put any bell peppers in our eggs, is because I don't have any. I don't have anything, in fact. I don't even know how I made the coffee. I guess we just had it straight black. I at least got this can of royal corn? Oh my god, I am a fancy man. I passed right on by the corn for the peasants, instead opting for royal corn. And I gotta tell ya, I love corn, so I've also got these cornies made from corn too. Got my microwave so I can microwave my corn. Though occasionally I'll get a little bit wild and I'll cook the corn on my stovetop. How did I cook the eggs? Hello, again, stovetop. We've even got a timer up here. Telephone. We could call Edith or we could call Bill over here. We'll go ahead and call Bill. See how he's doing. Sorry, give me just a minute. number's out of service. I guess we can't call Bill. How about Edith? How's she doing? Oh, we've got a dial tone this time, Chet. Oh. I guess it has been some time. And they're not available for talking anymore. Cornies, just like the jokes in chat. You know, I always loved a good corn pun. They're always my favorite, and I always appreciated them. Here is my kettle. Pour some nice hot water. Make it so I can have some prune leaf tea. I know I could have upgraded to something good like the royal corn, but nah. Gotta stay prudent together. Oh, I've got some additional items over here. Slap soap? Oh my god, when your clothing needs to get that dirt and germs hit right out of him, you're out for the slap soap. Just give your clothing a good... And boom, is it ever clean. Prude tea or prudes by prudes? Yeah, another way to see it, too. That good old prudent tea. Slap soap. It slaps the grime right off. Ugh, I still have my 2 basement box over here also. It had that. Bring that down, though I don't remember where my basement's at. I didn't even know I had a basement. Been that long. Oh, the sink! Let me go grab my box of slap soap here. Maybe we can do some... Oh. No good. I'm leaving on the shelf. However, the water... Did you turn that off for me? I left that running on purpose, you know. I appreciate the gesture. You probably weren't wanting me to waste any water, but... I was doing that intentionally, you know. Alright, here's my... What the fuck? Pay no attention to the plumbing devices down here. There is that toilet, that bathtub, they're down here because I was replacing the ones from upstairs because you can see that their current condition is not looking too good. I promise you that they are not used for any purposes, alright? Ooh, hell yeah. Of course, I've got some ammo up here on my shelves because obviously as a pig farmer, I've got my guns. And fishing pole, my favorite gun. I use that one for killing fish. Can I pull off the wall to show it off? Oh, no good. I can't. And hello there, chicken. Hope you're doing good. Welcome to the stream. Oh no, we got another ad. Well, I motion to my guns on my wall. Buy these, they're very powerful. Please click my link. Then you too can own gun. Gotta have the proper tools for proper tasks, that's right. Look, here's my great-great-grandpappy. Before we were raising pigs, I had to slap because they are my favorite now. I'm all about pigs, but not my great-grandpappy. Oh, I forgot to take care of my bowl and my spoon when I had a bowl of cereal the other night with alcohol. And good morning to you too, Dagnardio. Welcome to the stream. Oh, check out my books over here too. For whatever reason, they've just got people's names, no book titles. It's because these books are actually biographies, so they're about those people. I've got a very old TV. I don't really watch very much. It's not really my thing. Yeah, that was the cellar. Got that painting. Oh, we've also got the second floor we can go and I can show you around at. I can't tell what this here book is. It's been a little while since I've been in this room. The piano, however, I'm regularly coming in here to play. It is my favorite side activity. That's the only amount of the song I know. I've been practicing a lot. Can't do any more than that so far, though. At some point, I really need to sit down and teach myself the rest of that there song. And here's Bill's room. It's been some time since I've been in here. Let's go ahead and play this tape. I started playing it, and maybe I don't want to listen to any here music. Oh, Bill, he always was into doing some amateur radio playing. Why he's got this here setup here. Like to put on some tunes from his vinyl records, place it on the turntable, and do a little chat with his listeners. I hear they call a similar thing nowadays, something called streamin, I think it was, something like that. I don't know why they call it that. Gets me just right confused with a normal water creek, you know? Oh, look, you can see my beautiful car from here. Check it out. You want to come take over and look at the window? No, that's alright. I gotta say, I love this paint job that I've used on my bathroom. Every time I come in here, I'm just so happy. Because blue is my favorite color. I know it might be a little bit intense for some people here with blue bathtub and blue toilet and blue sink, but I gotta say, blue being my favorite color, I have no qualms. Now wash my hands since I flushed the toilet. Looks very cozy, I know. That's why the blue is the best color for the bathroom. Very good blue, I agree. Let's head out. Head down to the end of the hallway, check out what is happening over here. Of course, I know what's happening over here, seeing as, you know, this is my house in here, chat. I've got this little coin keeper where I slap down some coins. Got a little jewelry box, but I don't use it much no more because I don't really have any jewelry. Excuse me, I need to get past, but I suppose you can continue standing there, leaving me trapped. Fortunately, for you, that is, I think about my guns in my basement. I can jump around you. Sewing machine, use that whenever I got any holes in my clothing. This is the sex room, it's true, seeing as this is a master bedroom, back when, you know, wife was still here. This is where we, you know, have a good time, should the mood strike us. That's why we got lighting like this, really adds to the atmosphere. You know, it has been rather lonely in here lately. If you want to ever come by, you know, not on business, you're free to. Hang on, did we check out that other room? Processing, ah yes, my other side hobby, photography. I haven't showed anyone this room before. Usually keep it, you know, as my own thing, but I do have this setup for photography. I've considered upgrading my camera though, so it's digital, so I don't need that room no more. But I do like the very, hands-on action of hand processing my film. Now, how about we go take care of them animals, huh? This house is just a porn set. I mean, I look around my farm. Really everywhere can be a porn set. Beyond even just my farm here, the options are limitless. And thank you, Diagnorio, for gifting us up to what's it. Very appreciated and nice.
That description is apt.
And yeah, you also have goats.
What? I like
you
goats.
also have goats. And a horse. And I had a dog. Tried cows once.
Hated them. Don't
Bill
like
raised
cows.
Some newt or something, but well, it died.
Well, most people have, I don't know, chickens and cows. You got goats.
Got a problem with that?
Is that judgment I hear?
No judgment, no. Just wondering, why goats?
Goat milk.
There can't be much profit in that.
Well, there's enough. Besides, I had you.
Have. You still have.
As
No,
I've
I'm
said,
cutting that off.
no longer interested in that particular revenue stream.
We're the ones who sever ties. And you don't want us severing ties.
I believe I made myself clear.
You know, I feel like we've had this conversation a couple of times now, and you still don't seem to get that I'm done with this line is just going to look really silly at the end of the day.
You were asking me about goats.
Yeah, goats.
I like them. They like to play. They'll eat just about anything. The milk's an acquired taste, but I've always liked the cheese. Meat's good with the right curry. A friend taught me that a while back.
Goat curry, chat.
You like them for the utility.
Try it
I
sometime.
like them because they're playful. Want to get started?
Started?
Milking.
Come on, what else do you think we're gonna do with the goats? Besides play with them, of course. Why just...
Oh, hey, really? I always wanted to try that.
Well,
Chet, it's time to milk
Here's your
some
chance.
goats.
my goats are smart. They know what's up, so they'll just walk up.
See, look at this. Oh, hell yeah, goats.
Here they are. Come on. Now they'll just take their positions here like they should. Got feed all ready for them. Just you take a seat there.
Other guy's kind of quiet. I'll pop up the voices a little bit there.
Not very comfortable.
Suppose not. Well, now that we're seated, all you gotta do is grab the teat with your thumb and forefinger.
And pull?
No, don't pull. Just sort of rhythmically squeeze with the rest of your fingers. Gently pushing the milk out.
Like this?
Oh, look, he's a
Just
milking
like that,
expert
yes.
already.
All you gotta do is do that till the goat's out of milk.
Huh. This is kind of nice.
I found it relaxing.
Well, I think I could get used to this.
Why don't you?
Say what?
Why not get used to this?
What, and come work with you?
Sure.
Well, yeah, why not?
Yeah, some folks might take issue with that.
Can't make everybody happy. Better than ending up shot.
Shoot, and then I shoot him with my gun. Alright, now I'm doing some here milking. See, chat, it's like I said. It's almost like playing an instrument, say the bagpipes, except it's attached to the rear area of a goat and shoots out a white liquid. I don't like the way that was quite phrased, but hey, I've already said it, so I guess it's too late now. It's a good time, though. Right, friend over there also milking goats? It does take quite a bit of time to fill up this bucket. Watch this. We're gonna do some speed milking. Look at that go. Oh no. I love my glowing white milk. It is very tasty. Don't worry, chat. After I collect out this here milk, I'll go ahead and get started making some goat cheese and some goat butter. And let me tell you, it is some fine eating. $3.60 no scope milk. I wish I could, but all I could do is do a nice little spin like so, and then boom, right down into the bucket here. Oh man, I can. Oh no! I shoot him.
Hey.
Pew! Pew! See?
Gun down.
Just like that,
Life
you're
over
dead.
Just like that.
I usually get to shoot back.
Well, we all wind up dead in the end, don't we?
Death
live
by
as long as
goat
possible.
milk.
What good is
Bad
that?
way to go.
Living?
What good is living if you ain't happy?
Who says I'm not happy?
I'm not.
You could be.
I don't think I could. Well, that does it for the goats.
I would have liked to have a little bit
Still,
more of a milk
Thinking
fight,
about what
but
I've been saying?
I haven't stopped.
Changed your mind?
No. No, I have not.
I think me shooting you with milk should have been some indication that I was not interested in continuing to work with you, but you know. Also, hello there, Venair, and welcome to the stream. Greatest of all time, cheese. Oh yeah, and let me tell you, goat cheese, mwah. Fine eating right there. And hello there, the biggest con also, and welcome to the stream. It's too bad you missed the intense milk battles I had with him over here.
What's the wheelbarrow for?
What do you think?
On what?
What do you think?
Shit.
Ah, and what are we supposed to do with this crap?
We are going to fertilize. Well, not now, it's October, but we're going to put it in a nice big pile where it belongs.
We?
Well, you
Well,
did say
yeah.
you wanted to help.
Yeah, guess I did.
That's
So
why I
hell,
was questioning you,
Pick up
wearing
that
your nice
shovel
suit
over
and
there.
all.
We'll shovel it in, wheel it out, dump it, and we're good.
And you do this every day.
Mm-hmm. Most every day.
And you want to keep doing this every day.
It's my routine.
Shoveling shit.
Someone's got to do it.
That isn't the first time you've told me that.
Oh, yeah?
Vietnam.
Yeah.
You
Oh, yeah, I
did some
remember
digging on
that.
You, personally, not the shit kind. Know what I found?
I reckon you'll tell me.
You went back. What happened that day in the valley?
You saw the report. I'm not going to talk about it.
Come on.
You didn't quite put away your shovel quite
Suit
right. I'm
yourself.
gonna have to ask you to pick that
gotta
up off
know.
the ground and re-prop it
Didn't
up
have
all
to go
nice
back.
and proper. Thank
Had a
you.
wife and kid here, in a time where most of us were trying to figure out how to stay home. You went back.
You going somewhere with this?
Think it'd be fun if you told me why? While we're shoveling shit?
I was recon. You know that, I reckon. Was in the hospital, staring at the ceiling, magazines next to me on the bed. And I had this moment. A moment of clarity.
A revelation.
Uh-huh. And the revelation was this. Them protesters weren't doing a damn thing. The hippies and the bands weren't changing anything. You know who was?
The Vietnamese? The Russians?
No. The news. You hit someone hard enough day in, day out with the realities of war, pretty soon they'll tire of it. Vietnam, that was our first time that close to war.
So I grabbed my fishing rod, ready to head
the
out
only
and
one
take
of us who
down
still
some people in Vietnam.
I think I offered you that job back in 74.
Turned it down for the same reason I went back. They were telling us our patriotic duty was to go and fight for our country. Well, that's what I did.
You weren't recon when you went back.
I take a snack,
back
biting
with the
down
camera.
at the dung on my
Talked to them
here
and
shovel,
let me help
chomp,
with the press, keeping them
chomp,
safe and all that.
chomp.
So I did. And I took pictures. Took all the pictures I could. I fought in a different way.
Yep. That's why I got all those cameras. Finish filling the wheelbarrow. I attempt to finish filling the wheelbarrow. I attempt to grab the handles on the wheelbarrow. Can't pick up the shovel either. Hang on, we can feed him some manure. Look, here comes the aeroplane. Whee! I chop his head off. Yeah, I don't know. Because clearly we can see that the shovel has ended up... Wait. Alright then, perhaps I just need to wheel the wheelbarrow somewhere else here. Go ahead and take it down and dump it on my front porch. That sounds like a right good idea. Created a poop paradox. Fortunately, it seems we're all good. I have saved it. I did manage to just drop my shovel on the ground, kind of like he did. By the way, hello and welcome to the stream, Kiwi Bazooka.
Lamp, didn't we?
And now you're here. Great big war hero. Shuffling shit.
Look, there ain't nothing wrong with shoveling shit when you need to. Now my wheelbarrow is over here with my little farming garden squares. That way I can fertilize them for later.
Huh. I've always
Kind of
wondered what
wanted the
was in
game to
shack.
break because of
Have
shit
you now?
shovel
Figured
though.
it was
Yeah.
just some old shack at first, but every time I asked what was in there, you haven't been forthcoming.
I have not, no.
Tried to take a look in the window once.
Well,
Did you now?
would have to have killed you for that one, you know. But this time, all right. I pulled the cord.
Ta-da! Beautiful, right?
Pop machines. Here,
The
I figured
soda.
You had a deep, dark secret.
We have a deep, dark secret. This here is one of my hobbies.
What, collecting them?
Well, sure, I collect them, I guess, but that's not really the point.
Is there a point to any hobby?
It depends. What I meant was that it's no fun to just collect them. I fix them up. That's where the real fun is.
Makes sense.
Makes me jump with excitement, in fact. You know, looking at your face here, you look like you want to ask me something.
You look like you want to ask me something.
Why pop machines?
I like a good soda pop.
Come on, don't
The
you?
jump from that to having a bunch of machines in a blacked out shed?
I used to work at the town library after school, and somebody thought it would be a good idea to put in a pop machine.
Poop machine.
50, 51, thereabouts. Anyways, it was cantankerous, as these things tended to be, especially back then, and Mrs. Olson, she was the librarian at the time, knew I was handy, asked me to fix it.
And you've been fixing pop machines ever since?
Well, not exactly. Didn't think much of it for years until after some time I got back from overseas, and I was at this junkyard, and I saw a Kruger Schmidt. And
A what?
a Kruger Schmidt. Yeah, I jumble the words, I know, probably French or something.
It sounds German.
Of course not
Yeah,
French.
That makes
That
sense.
makes sense.
So
The Germans
dilapidated
love
that I
their
just had to take
soda.
it home and fix it. Of course, you know how the wife is. She just about threw a hissy fit. But I brought her to this here shed and got to work. Fixed her up real nice,
Then what?
Had myself a nice pop.
What else do you do after you finish fixing up a pop
And then I
machine?
sold it and figured that was all there was to it. But then there was an auction in town and someone was selling a pair of Vendos.
And then I got
fix
addicted
that
and I
too.
couldn't stop.
And it snowballed from there.
You can see I've got another one ready to
That
fix
it
up
did.
right over here.
But why?
It relaxes me.
I don't know, soda machines. It's an unusual thing for a man to want to fix. Don't people get paid to fix them?
It is unusual, but when the missus and I would get into fights or when things was bad or I was anxious, well, Sadie's sister, when she passed, told me that it was all right to cry.
I
that
said
it
fuck
wasn't
that, and I
weakness,
went
that
out
it
to
was
my
okay.
soda machines.
I remember sitting there in that empty living room with everyone murmuring and telling me how sorry they were, and I didn't feel like I needed to cry.
Didn't you miss her?
Of course I did. Still do. But I don't know. Not everybody needs to cry. I
Instead
don't
of
need
crying,
to cry.
I
don't
fix
get
soda
that way, you know?
machines.
Weakness? No. I don't know what she was talking about, weakness. Crying never felt weak to me. That's just not how I am.
That's right, chat. Crying does not
Remember
make
last time
you
I
weak.
cried?
Cry
Maybe that
powerfully if you need to
movie
cry.
about the boy and his dogs.
Oh, always cry over that one. Dogs are good. Innocent. And when a dog dies, that always moves me to tears. Yeah. But Josie insisted. Then she kept insisting. Then, I don't know. I think she got offended I wouldn't cry, as if she loved Sadie more than me. And she made me feel like I was something wrong. Of course, that wasn't true. There wasn't nothing wrong with me. I just didn't, I wasn't like that. It wasn't what I needed. It wasn't how I needed to grieve. This is how I grieve, this right here. When I got a problem, I fix it. And when I fix it, I fix a little part of me. And I don't know how or why, but it's healing. It's a healing thing, and that's why a man's got to have a hobby.
Sorry,
No, it's all right. I figured, you know. I figured if someone's got to know, this is my quiet little hobby. A thing I do to help me work out my worries.
well, yeah. Looks like you fixed this one up real nice.
I'm proud of it. Proud of all of them. But I'm proud of this one most.
Thank you for taking the time to show me.
There's another reason I wanted to show this to you.
What's that?
If you want it, it's yours.
Consider it a parting gift.
What am I gonna do with a pop
Put
machine?
pop in it. What do you do, you
Grab
dummy?
yourself a nice, refreshing drink of soda every so often, you
What?
big dummy.
Look at this guy over here
I can't
asking what to
possibly.
do with a pop machine.
Please.
Fucking moron.
Little memento of our time together.
What else do you do
No,
with a pop
Come
machine?
on, a memento. Let's keep this train rolling. We can work something out.
You come on back by, pick up the soda machine. Take it home with you. Or don't. If you really got no use for it, I won't be offended.
I'll think it over. What's next?
I like the idea that this here guy's just constantly over asking me, why do you have fixing up soda machines as your hobby? Isn't that weird? And it's kind of like, dude, there's lots of different hobbies out there, and someone can, you know, just like doing something the same way you can like whittling wood and make little wooden figures. You just do some of them and you say, hey, I like doing this, and people don't freak out over that, but yet you over here are going wild at me fixing up soda pop machines. Read the sodas, we can do that. And yes, as you have observed, this root beer is unbearably good root beer. That's why I picked out this soda machines, cause that there pun made me laugh. It was real right funny, huh? See? More root beer. It's unbearably good. You can even see it's got an adorable little bear face here on the picture. Get it? Yeah, I know. You know, let's take a moment so we can give that there a right round of applause. Tagline for the brand is just the pun. I mean, it is an incredibly good pun, right? Unbearably. It's comedy gold. See, I've even got a full-size one back here, or just a door. It's a little bit dark, and it's been some time since I've been out here. We've got 3 of this here style of root beer soda pop vending machines. One right there, and one right there. Got a whole set of tools just out here for fixing up them soda machines. Let's see here. By the way, hello there, Gloskin, and welcome to the stream. You need to go get cigarettes? Hey, grab me a pack, please. That way I can throw them on the ground and stomp on them, telling you what I feel about cigarettes. So, obviously, we've got some root beer soda. We've got some Slurpo. We got Tip. We got Limo. We got Dr. Thud. And Slam Cola. This is actually done by the same people that do that Slap soap. Slam, the soap brand, yeah, they went with Slap Cola for a little while, but they were finding some hard time marketing that because you don't exactly want to feel like you're being slapped when you're drinking something that's supposed to be good, you know? So they went with slam instead, you know, like you slam down that beverage, it's just so good you want to slam it down. Yeah, yeah. Concerned about the flavor? It's good, I swear. Had them all. How about we try out some Dr. Thud, though? There we go. Pour it on him. Just dump it right down all over his fancy ear tux. You know, that's what you get for making fun of my vending machine hobby. I throw the cane down and away. Let's head back outside, huh? Come on, let's head to the next location. Let me pull out my book of chores. We still need to feed the horse, and of course we need to take a good break and throw some horseshoes. And then perhaps afterwards we'll head over to the pigs, eh? Oh yeah, you said you wanted to check out the car too. Well, it's right over there. We can go over there right after we throw some horseshoes.
Why horseshoes?
What? Look, you ask the same thing about the vending machines, and my answer is the same.
Well, why not horseshoes?
Doesn't it feel stereotypical?
Well, look around you. My nearest neighbor lives, half a mile down the road. It ain't the city. We don't have nightclubs and pool halls to go hang out at.
Pool halls?
I wish we did,
what is
though.
This 1890? This is 1992.
1992, guys.
For teenagers, restaurants, clubs, whatever. But pool halls? I don't even know if they had those when I was a kid.
Oh, that's a shame.
Well, time doesn't pass out here as quickly, I suppose. No need for all that stimulation.
Maybe I should convert
so
this year,
you
though,
play
to be a
horseshoes.
pool hall. I can have people
Well,
come
read a
down and
good
play.
book. Develop photos you took for yourself. Go fly fishing.
It sounds idyllic. Quaint, but idyllic. And you just want to give up this home-cooked paradise?
It's railroading me. I can only tell them that it's lonely.
That's lonely, too.
We could get you a nice place in the city.
Never was one for
Oh,
crowds.
hell,
But
Chet.
you said you were lonely.
I'd be just as lonely in a crowd.
It's time to play against him.
Sadie, she,
Here we go.
nobody else could really see me. Understand what I was.
How do you figure?
Oh, yikes. That was not a very good throw. Let's try that again.
After Saigon, when I got back.
Oh,
All
hell
these
yeah.
people were
It was such a
hugging their
good
loved
throw. I
ones
got
and
it stuck on the stake
protesting
and
or
I didn't
whatever.
get any points for it. No, wait, it went past
know.
it. Well
I
done.
never felt more alone in all my life. I was home. I should have been happy, and I wasn't.
Well, it wasn't a popular war. You lost friends too, right?
Yeah. But when I got home, it was dark, and there was Sadie waiting for me. Porch light like a halo around her head. And I knew I wasn't alone anymore.
So you came back to your high school sweetheart.
I thought he'd have married her by then. I didn't think she'd
Huh.
wait for me.
She did, though.
Why not? You're a handsome guy. I bet all sorts wanted you, especially back then. Women love a man in uniform.
You see that house on the hill?
Can't cheat.
What, the
Hang on.
burned out one? I always wondered what happened there.
Gary Gordon, of the Gordon family. Went to high school with us. But, well, most of us were farm folk. Sadie, her dad, was the county judge, so for us that's pretty high society. The Gordons owned a lot of land, and all that passed to Gary after his ma died. In high school, he'd been our quarterback after his pa paid off the school, but he wasn't a bad athlete.
Good-looking guy?
Oh, a real James Dean. And he had eyes for Sadie. The poor farm boy who couldn't play on the team versus the star quarterback. Shit, what kind of contest was that?
Hey,
Nobody
you wouldn't
wants
want
the
all this.
farm boy.
Man, yet when I
Oops,
came
I didn't
home,
throw that. Oh well, I still won.
there she was.
Where was Gary? He served too?
Gary was too rich to serve. Star quarterback had some health exemption.
You know
Didn't
them
contract
rich football folk always
So
get
then,
them
where
health
was he?
exceptions
Running
to
his
not
dad's
go to the
business.
war.
Trying to win her heart. Didn't work. Well, she invited him to the wedding. I didn't want him there, but, well, you know Sadie.
Them farm boys
well,
sure can plow.
Gordons own most of the
slime
property around
links.
here, including the 200 acres surrounding that hill.
Right.
And he built a house.
A house? Wait. That house?
The very same.
Looks like it was a mansion.
It was.
Why'd he build it?
I don't know. To remind her what she'd given up, maybe?
Look, if you had
So,
married
What
me,
happened to the
you
wealthy
could have lived
Gary
in my
Gordon and his
mansion, is what he
Yep.
said.
He built it 1 year. Must have been 1966 or so. And he went inside and he just disappeared. Then one night, about a year later, there was a storm and boom. No more Gary Gordon.
No more Gary Gordon.
That means Sadie would have been
Maybe he
dead
was
too.
lonely, too.
Maybe. Yeah. All right, you win. What next?
That's right. I beat him. Even though he managed to get one of the horseshoes on the spike, I still won. Farm boys can also bring you fresh homegrown vegetables in bed. That's right, that's right. It makes it a very tempting thing if you choose a farm boy. You know, I made the offer earlier that, again, it is mighty lonely. You know, spend the night. In the morning, I can bring you up some vegetables. And that is just fine. Doing some lurking tapes. Do as you like. You know, you come out again and maybe I'll have some vegetables ready for you too. Now here, see, check out my sick coop. Doesn't seem like there's any interactions we can have right now in here though. Is there anything to look at? Look, I've got just, a spare door just in case I need it. Got a couple of gas cans, an axe with blood. Just kidding, that's just rust. I like to say that to scare people, as rust does often look like blood. This here too is my here bunker. Gotta be prepped for the end of the world and all. Come on, we'll go ahead and finish this door off, and to help you provide me around the farm, we'll go take care of the horse. But robot blood can rust? Well, they say that blood tastes a bit like iron, right? And iron rusts, so it ain't far off, isn't it? It's tomato juice from cutting down all the tomato plants. That's true, that is where some of it's from. It also contributes
Don't
to
you have
it
a tractor?
rusting.
What?
Well, Pigs, I get.
What?
Goats, too. Some fellas have chickens and cows. That's all well and good, but what's the point of a horse?
What?
Horses.
Something wrong?
Are God's most beautiful creature.
I'm a horse
What, you
man.
just keep a horse around because they're beautiful?
Horses
You know,
belong on farms.
In schools,
Uh-huh.
you got the horse girl. Well,
You know, you
I was the
haven't got a saddle
horse
for him, so you
man.
don't ride him. He's no racehorse. Can't eat him.
I pet my horse.
What's the point?
I don't see the point in a farm without a horse.
It's a classic.
Gotta have a horse.
The hell is that thing? It's my
And
horse, Grisgo.
What's this
Welcome to the
about them
stream.
being beautiful? Beautiful. Really. Beautiful, he says. Spindly legs and bloated bellies and those weird teeth. Sleep standing up.
What?
Who sleeps standing up? Something wrong with that. Aren't you
Got
gonna
a
say
problem with
something?
my horse? I pet my horse.
One day maybe this fella will understand. There you go. There you go.
To me, I mean.
I keep apples here 'cause he likes them. Likes the salt lick, too. Want to feed him one?
Nah, I'm good.
Stupid. Can't believe this guy doesn't want to feed an apple to my horse. What are you? Some kind of city boy? He doesn't get it, Chet. He does not get the horses. He doesn't understand with them with their beautiful form. Doesn't even want to feed them no apples. That's the trademark sign of a city boy. Now, I, however, am a farm boy. I give my apple to my horse.
Suit yourself. All righty, here you go, boy. No, I gotta get going. Why don't you walk on out to pasture, rest a spell?
Oof. Horses give me the willies.
Can't see why.
Horse ass.
You know what this is?
Holy shit.
Tree?
Well, you ever seen a tree like it?
A tree's a tree.
He says
Remember all
to
them roasted
giant
chestnuts at Christmas?
tree.
Oh, sure. I mean, I kind of figured. Been by often enough to see the chestnuts myself. Why? Is it special to you?
This is an American chestnut tree.
Oh, hey, Saul. He's telling us about his American chestnut
Oh.
tree.
American, huh? Thought they all died.
Not this one.
You remembered.
Pays to remember things.
Like the American chestnut.
I'm a little lost here.
Oh,
He
couple weeks
doesn't
back,
know.
Saul came by, said you couldn't make it. Business as usual. Saw I had a bucket of chestnuts, asked if pigs could eat them, so we got to talking, and I told him about chestnuts.
Uh-huh. And what did you learn?
Pork tastes better with chestnuts. And most American chestnuts had died off.
It's true. Long before you or I was born, the American chestnut was prized for the quality of its wood.
Jimmy'd like that.
Oh, that he would. But this tree, there ain't many like it left. American chestnuts almost all died out because of the Asian fungus around 1900 or so. The chestnut blight.
That's
I'll always
like
remember
couple
the
100,000
chestnut
trees?
blight.
Billions. 4 billion trees snuffed out practically overnight. Well, lumberjacks suddenly out of work in places like West Virginia. Those economies never recovered.
I thought West Virginia was coal country.
Logging
Yeah.
too, before it all died off. Now there's
It
trees
used
like
to
the
be
General here
before
making
the
nuts
after
year-round.
the trees.
And I feed them to the reds, and they grow nice and fat and tasty.
Seems lonely.
It is lonely. Heartbreakingly lonely. To know everyone else you ever loved has passed on. So, I look after him, and he looks after me, and I don't know. Sadie and I, we talked about being buried here, you know.
Changed your mind?
Brody's grave was enough for me. But, I don't know. I thought about having him moved. I don't know.
You've got plenty of years left in you yet. So, what's the moral of the story? With the trees, I mean.
Be wary of outsiders.
Heck no. There are trees out there that are blight resistant. Maybe even the general here, but I'm too afraid to find out. With enough time and horticultural understanding, we could have done something.
Preserved all these trees?
Maybe we could have. They are magnificent. It's just I don't know. I wasn't trying to teach you a lesson or anything.
But you did make a point of it.
I did do that. It's a part of me is all. And God willing to live for 100 more years. I don't know. I see myself as a custodian of sorts. And one day
Saul, go ahead and wait for me at the van.
Oh, whoa.
Hey.
Locking me right in over here.
Hey.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at me.
Oh,
You're thinking about dying. Thinking you can pass this responsibility off to someone else.
hang on.
Give the tree another decade of your time.
well, the time of my demise aside, someone ought to
Looking
know
at
about
him.
the tree.
Jimmy'd love to know about this.
Oh, Jimmy would cut it down.
He would.
Please. Don't tell him.
I'd be shaking my head if I could.
Jimmy's Jimmy.
Please. Let me rest here. And if there's a way to... Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Hey, you got more to show me, right?
Yeah. I suppose we'd never checked out the pigs. Refuse to believe that Jimmy's Jimmy. It's a shocker.
garage,
It
huh?
certainly is
No tour would
sometimes.
be complete
but
without the garage.
I
Oh,
have to
yeah.
ask, why a sports truck?
I think
why
they're
you
called
got
peak
asked me
utility,
every
but,
time?
you mean,
Because
why
I
not a
want
sports car?
to.
Yeah, I mean, I always figured you'd have a midlife crisis like the rest of us. Sports car, motorcycle, an affair, something
Affair
like
with-
that.
Couldn't
Not
really say
Sadie,
why
I
love
don't
these
think so.
much. Saw mine one day, fell in love.
With that,
Mm-hmm. Had to bring her home with me.
I'll admit, it has a charm to it.
But she won't run.
No? Well, pop the hood. Let's take a look.
You're serious?
Sure.
Look, he's
already
already
had my
working
midlife
his way
crisis.
into the car. He's excited for it.
Motorcycle?
Sports car. And these puppies, well, they're similar enough. Some of them even use the same engine. We can figure this out.
All right.
It's time for car mechanic chat game swap. I do love them truck back cars. Indeed, you're at the front side and you're like, hell yeah, that's a good looking car. And then you walk around to the back side and you're like, oh hell yeah, that there's some space for hauling. You get the best of both worlds that way. Ooh, look, my wrench. Also a lot of bottles of alcohol out here. Pop the hood from the driver's side door. All right. We'll just
Now,
whoop,
let's
just
see
like
here.
so.
Can you get me that drop light? My eyes aren't what they were.
Yep, I can do that. Just grab it right on over here. Attach drop light to the hood. There's the hood. Here's the light. Can I grab the light? I reach around. Whoa, there we go. And
Sure thing.
bam.
Thank you.
Saul's a good
Perfect.
kid.
What's that?
Saul was a good kid. I like him. It was nice him coming by.
Yeah? That's good to hear. Never met anyone with so much promise
Never?
in my entire life. Saul's dad
Wow.
was a good man.
That's quite some praise
think
then,
his
I
kid had
suppose.
As a boy, he was too soft. But then he got older, graduated college, really came into his own. Eager, more capable than he knows.
A great listener.
Can you believe we were his age once?
Hard to admit.
When I was young, I thought I knew everything.
That's what we all
Yeah.
think when we're young,
now,
huh?
Today I learned from you and him about chestnuts.
Well, learn something new every day, I suppose.
Taking that
You
to
check
the
the spark
memory
plugs?
banks. Make sure
give
you
me a
don't
second.
forget about chestnuts.
What about your boy?
Bill? Oh, he's fine, I guess.
I don't actually know how he's doing. I tried to make a phone
Okay.
call to him, and
Yeah, how old is he?
line's dead.
Born in 60, so, 32 as of September.
Huh. Roy would have been about his age.
32.
Yeah. Wow. What's this about you and Bill?
Oh, he don't want to talk to me no more.
Even
What?
even
Bill?
tried calling him.
Tow-headed little guy, always friendly and outgoing. That Bill?
He hates me now.
It's about Sadie.
What?
Ah.
Yeah.
Hey, mind if I ask you a completely unrelated question?
Is it related to the car?
What's with the airplanes at your neighbor's place?
Whoa,
Chuck's farm.
my neighbor's got
Yeah, what's with
airplanes.
all the
Oh,
planes?
hell yeah.
There's no runway around here.
You know how farmers are. Hey,
You know
have
how
checked the air
farmers are.
filter?
I
Yeah.
look at my soda
And,
machines.
Yeah, I know how you are. You got plenty of junk too, but I've never seen anyone else with, what are they, World War II bombers or something?
I think he has a B-36.
No kidding.
You got no idea what a B-36 is, have you?
Have the foggiest.
Just
Well,
pretending
a
like you know.
B-36 is a big old bomber made out of magnesium. Biggest America ever had. Took 2 train tankers to fill one up. And you could fly from Monday to Thursday without refueling.
Oh my God, just
So
hang
why
out
does
for
Chuck have
days
one
in the
his
air.
backyard, plus all the others.
Asked him about that once.
Okay. Wire's loose here.
Where?
Right there. So, what'd he say?
Oh,
I
Dead
don't see any
Navigator
loose
came to him in a
wires.
dream.
Where?
What?
Dead Navigator from the Korean War came to him in a dream, said the planes were in danger of being lost, and it was up to Chuck to save them.
So
What is that
Chuck's
dream?
Crazy.
I had a dream
Well,
one night.
eccentric,
Vending machines
but,
told me that they're in danger and that they needed saving.
Do you
So
believe
ever
in
since
ghosts?
that day, I just
I
started
did, I'd have a
fixing up
different
vending
job.
machines.
Why, do
I'm
you?
a vending
Well, I
machine
figure we all
doctor.
move on in some way. Energy is neither created nor lost and all that.
So you're saying a dead navigator came to a farmer in the middle of nowhere, no offense, and told him that it was his job to preserve airplanes?
Yep.
So now there's a bunch of planes on a crazy coots farm.
And he keeps them safe.
Takes care of
Can't
them.
think of a better place for
He's
him
even
to
commissioned giant
Well,
scarves to wrap around them
wanna try
during
running it?
wintertime because he says they get cold. Think that part's a little bit out there, but you know, he's a farmer out on his land and he can do what he wants, I suppose.
be. Sure.
All right.
All right, now we're gonna try starting up the car. Ready, Chet? Here we go. Let's see if this guy's worth fixing cars.
One more time.
Oh wow.
Looks like she'll give you a few more years yet.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. Remember Slick?
Sure.
He always wanted one of these.
Where is he now?
Fighting Saddam. Jimmy tried to find out. Classified, I heard.
Good kid.
Angry.
Well, maybe when he gets back.
Thinking of giving him the car is what? Thanks for a service.
Just making a quick comment. I remember we still have one around in our garage, of course, but I remember being a small child and I always liked to stand on these and then be like, Dad, hey, raise this up. And sometimes he would. Sometimes it'd be like, no, that's not very safe. But sometimes it would get pumped up and you get raised up into the air and you're a small child. So, whoa, it's like you're miles off the ground. And then you spin it and then it goes down and you're like, wee. Same. Oh, hell yeah. It's like a little miniature ride, huh? Not proper jack safety. I get on the jack anyway. I jump up and down on it. Ride me up higher, let's go. And then it gets pumped and woof into the airs. That's all I can think of saying this. She's jacking on. I like being raised in the air. Up into the sky, it's like you're flying. And hello there, Juniac, and welcome to the stream. terrifying if it turned too fast. Yeah, and then it would just go down so quick.
I never wanted to be thanked for mine. That boy's seen more hurt than any of us. Deserves better than that old Pinto is.
Yeah. Well, where to next?
Well, I thought we could just hop into the car now and give it for a little test drive, huh? But I guess
Shotguns, huh?
I always liked shotguns.
Liked?
Still do.
I like revolvers myself, when it's for sport.
Hell
Got a
yeah.
few of those.
Oh yeah? What's your favorite?
Them big slab-sided ones. They have a charisma. What about you?
Nothing special, really. 357s when I can. But this is a shotgun.
Yep. Figured we could shoot some skeet. Always liked shooting skeet. Taught Bill to shoot this way.
You're a good father.
Could have been better.
Name a father that couldn't. So, how do we do this? Who's going first?
Well, I held my gun towards him. I tried to click the shoot button, and I got an achievement that said, nice try. Well, I guess we're not gonna kill him and feed him to the pigs today. Let's go ahead and have him go first,
You
yeah?
can go
Alright.
first.
I always like shooting skeet and city folk. Well, I guess we're giving him the shotgun. Whoops, I just shot you instead. Tee-hee.
Alright then.
There we go.
This is more my speed. Hanging out, shooting guns.
Get
Maybe
rid
some
of the
beers next time.
soda vending
Not sure guns and
machines.
beers
Don't care
mix,
about
Sam.
them. I just
Oh,
care
sure
about
they do, like
guns.
peanut butter and very dangerous chocolate. Next time. Trust me, next time.
And there isn't gonna be a next time.
Oh, there's always a next time.
This is it.
Whoa.
After today, we are done.
I've tried to tell you. I keep trying to tell you. There's no out. It's done. You keep doing this. You never do anything again. It's permanent. Kaput.
And it's kaput,
And
You
I'm
don't mean
kaput
it.
too.
if that's the way it's got to be.
You have a choice.
You haven't listened to a word I've said.
I've been listening.
Oh.
I've been listening all morning. I've been listening to you talk about being sad and lonely and refusing to listen to reason.
I have my reasons,
Calm down
Your
there.
reasons aren't any good.
but they're mine.
Walk me to my car.
I should have shot first. No, I don't get to shoot at all. Oh, chat, I lost my opportunity to shoot my shotgun. Caco doesn't care. Moments after saying the vending machine spoke to her in a dream. Look, that dream is different. It's not relevant in this situation, okay?
So, this is it then.
It is,
Why? Why are you doing this?
because I need to.
We're friends, goddammit. You don't get to get all stoic on me. I know losing her was hard, but there's gotta be something. Gotta be.
I can't take care of the farm like I used to. There isn't much point anymore.
So sell the farm. Move into the city. Meet someone new.
With the
You-
city folk.
Believe in hell. Do you believe in hell?
I'm not scared of hell, if that's what you mean.
I didn't ask if you were scared. I asked if you believe.
I don't know.
Well, I do. And I think doing this, I think that's where I'm headed.
And what? You think you can buy your way into heaven?
I can't take back what I've done. What I can do is do something right,
Why?
because I want to see her again. That's all. I just want to see her again. And I figure I'll do one right thing with my life, just one thing. Maybe I'll get to see her again. more time.
And this is your one right thing.
It is.
How do you know? How do you know if any of this is true?
I don't know. But I got the notion, and the notion's got me. So, least I can do is, tell you adios.
That's it. That's the name of the game. He said it, chat. He said it. There it is. They said the title. Oh my god. And whoa, hang on. There it is. Right there. We don't even need to hear the rest of the dialogue. That's right. Game over. We can leave now. There's nothing left. That's basically saying it all. Right there. The adios.
Just like that.
What else is there to say?
And then we go back to serious moments.
No.
All right, then. Have it your way. I'll be back this evening. You get an afternoon. Do whatever you gotta do. Just, leave the door unlocked.
I can do that.
Adios, friendo.
Be seeing ya.
He did it again. They said adios again, chat. Oh my god. Thought this would be a farm sim? What is that? What? This has been all simulation. Look. Here I am walking around my house. That's a simulation right there. Let's go ahead and check out then the basement. Gonna check out specifically the fishing rod. Cause hell yeah, I'm gonna do some fishing. If this is my last day before I die, I gotta catch the Admiral. Here I've got some bottles of alcohol already ready. Got this here cooler. Filled, of course, with soda pop. So let's go ahead and sit down and get a fishing, huh? Ready? Here we go. Gonna cast out my line just like what? And just like that, we begin fishing. Chat. Is the cooler for drinks or for fish? It's for both. Come on.
Come on.
Oh, hell yeah. We're getting one. We're getting one. Come on, reel her in. And oh, yeah.
Ooh, nice catch.
I wiggle it around in my hand. Put it into the cooler. There we go. Now, this time will be the Admiral. Because that other one that we caught, that was not the right fish. That is not what we're looking for. Alright. So, chat, since we're out here just having a nice fish, that's always the time to make the good conversation.
Oh, don't do that.
Oh, line broke. No good. We'll have to cast the line again. So, chat, how you been doing? Know we've been checking out the farm. What do you think of my farm so far?
Nice catch.
Oh my god. This is the Admiral. Oh my god, chat. Look at this fish. It is fucking huge. Put that in the cooler. Hell yeah. I like the whole sad poon soda pop part of the farm. Yeah, that part was pretty good. Love my soda machines. Just like, yeah, I got a little fire pit right here. The tires, or if you know, want to play some games, There's some rope that we can bring out here, tie them up to the trees, and we could do some, chicken with tire swings. One of my co-workers, he likes to fish. Not even necessarily being successful in catching them, but he likes to spend the time out alone. And even if he doesn't catch anything, he likes just being by himself. So oftentimes, even if he goes out to fish with people, he'll go out to be by himself, alone, fishing with nobody. A lot of trees out here too, and it is autumn, so a lot of the trees here are all nude at the moment. Heh, heh, heh. Get it? Nude. Like naked. Like trees since they don't have leaves. Yeah. Before I became a farmer, back when I was still in high school, I always considered the line of going a comedian, but I didn't think people really appreciated my jokes very much, and not really much of a performer, I have to say. So the idea of getting up on stage to tell jokes and didn't really quite seem my way. Staying out here on the farm, taking care of it, that's a little bit more my speed. Teach a pig to fish, something more of a story, so wise, yeah, that is an extremely good moral. Am I gonna just set my horse free, let it run out to the wild since I won't be here to take care of it no more? A horse part 2.
All right. Come on now. Come on now. That's a good boy.
I see my horse must have jumped the fence and eaten all the apples that had fallen to the ground from me hucking them at my friend. It's okay. Have another one.
Granny Smith. Just like you like. Good boy.
I thought Granny Smiths
Good
were
boy.
green, but
You've been real
alright.
good to me. You know that? Brought me a lot of good luck. Good times. Without you, I don't,
When he's getting whispering, boy, howdy, do I talk quiet? Let's swap around that balance a little bit.
I do not know. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for all you done. Gonna go ahead and leave the barn door open behind me when I go. You want to leave, you go find someone else. I figure I'll just, I'll leave you to it.
See, so I am gonna let my horse run free if it so chooses. Call the boy, call the neighbor. Is the boy my son Bill? Pretty irresponsible to just let the animals loose. I mean, it's not like I have the time to proper sell them or anything, so not much of a choice here. Gonna give the horse cyanide poisoning? Yeah, 'cause seeds of the apple do contain that. Though on the other hand, does everything die by cyanide? Are horses immune to it when they're in the seeds? Kind of one horse town is this? No, this just seems like a one horse town because it's just my farm is a one horse farm. I don't need no other horses because that one, he's perfect. All I need is a horse. Gliders can't get full apples because the seeds kill them. Somebody should have probably told me that after having fed several full apples, including cores, to that horse. But alright. Let's see. We want to call the boy. So that means we want to go back up inside the house. What do I have here in my truck anyway? Just some kerosene and mysterious blue bucket. Get a good beat going with that. Too bad Bill ain't here. I'm sure he'd appreciate that musical sound. I was never really much one for music. Couldn't really carry a beat. Not no good at singing either. Alright, here we go. Let's go ahead and try calling Bill.
Come on. Please pick up.
Dad?
Bill.
Oh.
Well, now how'd you know it was me?
Caller ID.
I don't know what that is.
What the fuck is caller ID?
Tells me who's calling.
Oh.
That's some real...
What are you,
fancy
in the
stuff
future or something?
Uh-huh. Listen, I'm busy. Why are you calling?
Well, I can't say the other three options, so I guess I'll just say I missed you.
Just, hadn't talked in a while.
And whose fault is that?
Can't we talk?
What is there to say? Hi, son. How are the grandkids?
How are they?
Oh, by the way, I put your mom in a rest home so I could stay there and take care of my goats and my pigs and my stupid horse. Because God forbid, I actually look after my sick wife.
That's not fair.
You put her in a home. You decided she wasn't good enough for you, and you put her in a home.
I didn't know what to do. The doctors there, they would.
How hard could it be? Alzheimer's isn't some terrifying boogeyman. It wasn't it you who told me to stay with the ones you love, no matter what? So what? You didn't love her anymore?
She was scared of me, Bill. She couldn't remember who I was, and one day she woke up and she looked at me and she screamed. Oh my God.
Don't you dare.
You gave her up. You gave her up to doctors and nurses. You know what they do to people in homes?
What else could I have done? What else? I took care of her until I couldn't anymore.
It was the best home money could buy.
Money. You and your damn money. Cared more about being a rich pig farmer than the people you were supposed to love.
How do you think I made all that money, Bill? No such thing as a rich pig farmer. At least not in the meat.
Hey, I loved you both. I did everything for you, everything.
Yeah, right.
Bill, I didn't want this call to...
You wanted to put my mom in a home. So I'm not sure what you want matters.
Bill, I just called to say...
Say what? Sorry? Did you know I visited her? I found out where you put her, and I visited her.
Please don't say she talked. They're listening. Please don't say she talked.
They said you visited sometimes.
She was my wife, Bill.
She cried, Dad. She cried. She wept and she sobbed and she kept asking me where you were. She was so scared, Dad. She was so scared. She wanted you to take her home.
The doctor said sometimes she was lucid, but I couldn't.
She was lucid, Dad. And I held her hand as she sobbed herself to sleep. And I kept holding her hand until they told me I had to go. Where were you? Taking care of your precious chestnuts? Feeding your heritage breed pigs?
No, Bill,
Save it. Talk to your goats or your pigs or whatever it is you do.
I love you, Bill. I love you more than I can ever say. If I could tell you, only I could tell you. Just wanted to tell you goodbye.
I just wanted to tell you goodbye, Bill. I've got some of your stuff all boxed up.
Yeah, and the son never took her out of the home either, but I guess if I'm the one who put her in, they probably wouldn't let just, some other person take her out.
I'm still trying.
then I can't call again. Heavy, now you know what happened to Sadie the wife. It's sad. My next task. Call the neighbor. I guess that's Edith then, so we'll head back downstairs and call the neighbor. Well, that was heavy. Yeah. Wasn't expecting that call to happen like that, my god. But hello there, Giuseppe Babuski, and welcome to the stream. Well, let's call the neighbor.
Hello?
Hey, Edie, it's...
Oh, hey, you. How are you doing? You know, I was just talking about you with Garth the other day.
It is very quiet. Hang on. Also, I think my assumption here is that you're just straight not able to do those other interactions, and it's supposed to be maybe a little bit more like these are thoughts the guy is having, and he doesn't actually want to say them, or he wishes or wants to say them, but he can't bring himself to do so, so he opts for saying just the one. Hey neighbor, can I have a small loan of $1 million? Stuff you want to say versus what you can. Yeah. And that's why all the text was like weirdly slanted and the like, because my character's getting more emotional. Dialogue you can't choose. Reach within your own thought, what's it? All the things you think about and you want to say, but you don't. That's kind of like dialogue you can't choose.
You know, we ought to visit.
Edie, listen, I don't mean to interrupt. It's just, I'm on a tight schedule, and I need you to do me a favor, all right?
A favor? Sure. What you need?
I'm going to be out of town for a few days.
Oh? Finally taking my advice and visiting family?
I was wondering if you and Garth could make sure the animals were fed and watered, that kind of thing.
Oh, sure. We ain't got much going on.
Thanks, Edie. Listen,
Which means they have to buy food when I run out, too.
Evan, what are you doing? Get down from there. Sorry, cats. Anyway, what were you saying?
Neighbor has some cats. It's like picturing. One of the options was hoping she shouldn't talk because they are listening. Yeah. And that would be weird to actually say.
Yeah, the animals. I got them fed and watered for today. They should be good for tomorrow, too. But if it's too much of an imposition...
Not at all. We're happy to be imposed upon. You've been a good neighbor for so long. I'm glad you called me today. In fact, just the other day, I said to Garth, I said, if we don't visit, then we should host. Reach out. Say hello.
Thank you, Edie.
Hey, you should
I interrupt her as she starts just going off gossiping. Look, I ain't got the time for
And I
this.
know how lonely it's been, what with Sadie gone and all. You should come with us.
Well, I appreciate the thought, Edie. I don't think I'll be back in town by then, though. Sorry.
Because I'll never be back in town
It's
again.
been real nice seeing you coming back to church again.
Oh, it's been real nice being welcomed back. But now I gotta go. Chores and such. You know how it is.
Oh, I sure do. Well, come on over sometime. Just got some gooseberries in. We're making pies,
Gooseberries.
and we'd love to have you. I know they're your favorite.
That they are.
That means I'm not gonna have
Gotta
one
go
more
now.
gooseberry pie before I die then, too. Well, it's time to get the shotgun from the cellar then. I think I left my shotgun outside because I've got my handgun. I've got this revolver. Pow, pow, you blam, blam, pow. But it won't let me do anything with this one. Suppose I'll start cooking the meal then first, rather than grabbing the gun. Come back to that. Oh fuck, was the shooting mini game supposed to train you how to shoot? That is entirely possible. I pick up potato. Oh, it was on the workbench? Well, gee whiz, I guess that's what happens when I don't put my gun away right proper. There we go. Oops. I dropped my potato on the ground. I'll have to come back for that. Need to first put my shotgun down on the dining room table. Yep. It is standard procedure to prepare your gun before you're actually cooking your meal. There we go. Gun's all ready to go. Was there a spice packet called Death in the Kitchen? There might have been. We'll have to take another little look here. 5-second rule. That was a little bit longer than 5 seconds, but you know, I don't think that's much of a worry. Well, we got beans. We've got meat product. I don't think that's actual meat, but just fake meat. There's moon salt and beans, more tea. I don't know about that death spice. Did I just throw my potato through the wall? Oh dear, I think I might have just lost a potato. I hope I only need one potato to cook with. Oh dear. Potato chin! I know, I don't have no potato chin no more. Alright, I put the potato just right up in. Oh, I see I must have gotten some stock in while I was away. I think probably the peas should be warmed up in the microwave. Go ahead and get that rolling. Go ahead and chop up some carrots. Put them, whoop, what? As long as I do this here, right? That carrot. Cautiously onto the cutting board. And then I chop, hang on. This is an Now, a tip if you want to do a cooking speed run is that you don't always need to put your food down on the cutting board. Just go right directly to the food and chop it up, no problem. Much faster and easier that way. And then we'll just go ahead and add those ingredients to our soup. Like so. Carrots, onions, full unchopped potato. And of course the steak. Very good. I may not like raisin cows myself, but I didn't chop the bag. No, that's because we got some in the bag, see? Some burrito. I cannot chop up the burrito though. Go ahead and, you know, I could put this in the microwave first. Open that up. Grab out the peas. And we'll go ahead and add the peas to the pot. Yeah, I forgot to add the burrito. Oh, I didn't add any corn to it either. That's a shame. Well, let's go ahead and place this down at the dining room table too. Now go ahead and sit. Hang on. And I forgot to salt and pepper that. There and they're right over here on the table. Oh, I forgot about that death spice too. Also probably close up that fruit. I'm ready. I forgot my spoon. I guess I'm just slurping up the soup straight up. Ah. And thus finishes that soup. I put the death spice down next to my gun. Eat soup with hands. No, I just grab the bowl and slurp it up. Oh. I guess I didn't need to do it myself, and I just had the shotgun to, you know, give me company. Well, that was it. And hello there, architect, and welcome to the stream. He really didn't hesitate. No, he just walked right over and just blam! Took me out. What in tarnation? That's what I'm saying. It's possible that you might have been able to grab it or do something a little bit different. Yeah, it might have been slightly different endings. I don't know. Why was he assassinated? Because he didn't want to work with the mafia anymore. And, by the way, because I didn't say it there, thank you for resubscribing for 10 months, Lazy Shy Guy. Appreciated. Yeah, the guy was trying to get out of disposing of bodies for the mob via feeding them to pigs. So, you can't just cut ties with the mafia like that. So, since you said, I don't want to do this no more, they said, well, I guess it's time for you to die. And I looked back at them and I nodded and I said, well, I guess so.